Welcome to Buzz Around the Globe. Donald Trump is ineligible for the US presidency because of his involvement in the January 2021 assault on the Capitol. Colorado's Supreme Court ruled Tuesday, setting off a political earthquake that could upend next year's election. The stunning legal decision, which Trump's campaign said it would appeal, drew immediate condemnation from Republicans across the spectrum and looked set to light a fire under the former reality TV star's claim to political persecution. The ruling, which only applies to the Colorado primary ballot, is the first of a number of legal actions across the country to successfully invoke the U.S. Constitution's 14th Amendment, which bars from office anyone formally sworn to protect the country who later engages in insurrection. The Colorado High Court wrote, "A majority of the court holds that President Trump is disqualified from holding the office of president under Section 3 of the 14th Amendment to the United States Constitution. Because he is disqualified, it would be a wrongful act under the election code for the Colorado Secretary of State to list him as a candidate on the presidential primary ballot. We do not reach these conclusions lightly. We are mindful of the magnitude and weight of the questions now before us. We are likewise mindful of our solemn duty to apply the law, without fear or favor, and without being swayed by public reaction to the decisions that the law mandates we reach." An earlier ruling by a lower court found that while Trump had clearly given succor to the January 6th riot, the office of president was not included in the list of federal elected positions affected by the 14th Amendment. Noah Bookbinder, of campaign group Citizens for Responsibility and Ethics in Washington, which brought the original case, took to social media to hail Tuesday's ruling, calling it a huge moment for democracy. "It is not only historic and justified, but is necessary to protect the future of democracy in our country. Our Constitution clearly states that those who violate their oath by attacking our democracy are barred from serving in government." The court placed its ruling on hold until January 4th, anticipating an appeal to the U.S. Supreme Court, which Trump's campaign immediately said it would seek. Trump's campaign said they will swiftly file an appeal to the United States Supreme Court and a concurrent request for a stay of this deeply undemocratic decision. They said the all-Democrat appointed panel in Colorado was doing the bidding of a George Soros-funded, left-wing group's scheme to interfere in an election on behalf of crooked Joe Biden. Democrat Party leaders are in a state of paranoia over the growing dominant lead President Trump has amassed in the polls. They have lost faith in the failed Biden presidency and are now doing everything they can to stop the American voters from throwing them out of office next November. The judgment brought swift rebukes from senior Republicans, including Trump's one-time rival for the 2016 nomination, Senator Marco Rubio. "The U.S. has put sanctions on other countries for doing exactly what the Colorado Supreme Court has done today," he wrote on social media. Vivek Ramaswamy, who is running for the 2024 nomination and who has hewed close to Trump during his insurgent campaign, called it an election interference tactic to silence political opponents. "This is what an actual attack on democracy looks like," he said in a statement. Even as swathes of the traditional Republican Party are becoming increasingly exasperated with Trump and his brand of grievance-filled isolationism, a vocal grassroots movement continues to support him enthusiastically. Failure to stand behind the presumed frontrunner against what he paints as a witch hunt can have dire consequences for even senior party figures. Trump's historic indictments for allegedly leading a criminal conspiracy to steal the 2020 election, one at the federal level and another in Georgia, have opened a frenzied legal debate over his eligibility for future office. The Colorado action is one of multiple 14th Amendment lawsuits against Trump proceeding nationwide. Minnesota's top court threw out a similar move last month. Do tell us what you think about this video in comments section.